Darryl Charles.
Setoiyo.
We have come back again.
Yes.
To form the unbeatable duo of the Knockout Nerds.
We're doing it.
We are doing it.
So much for coming. Thank you for being here. We are here once again, Anga Studios, which a lovely establishment that you two can join.
Yeah, it's perfect. Thank you again for liking, subscribing. Remember, follow us on YouTube. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram.
Wherever you are right now, look for that follow button.
Yep.
You know, also hit the bell to be notified when we drop more. I've heard other people say this.
Yeah, the bell's very important. Also, comment. Share it with your friends.
Please.
You know, we're out here providing. We're out here trying to do this community shit, you know, and all that jazz. So that's what we are doing. Darryl Charles, my toilet fell apart 2 days ago.
That is diabolical behavior.
Man.
How it fell apart? Like
it felt so. I guess there must have been a crack in the base of it. And one day just wasn't flushing, and I was like, why is it not flushing? Let me just, because you know generally you can just check the top. I lifted up the top, that just split in half. So water everywhere.
And let's say, was there water on the ground?
Everywhere, immediately.
Once you lifted it?
Once I lifted it, it split.
Like the lid was
broke.
Holding it together.
Yes.
The tank broke.
The tank broke.
And the lid was holding it together. So when you did that, just boom. Steve Martin the jerk.
Yep.
Just
and
everything.
So and this is I've been outside doing I've been outside doing comedy. I'm very discombobulated. And I got into my grays, I got into my sweatpants. I'm feeling good. Sweatpants wet immediately. Just totally everything, all water. So now I got like, oh my God.
You have to alert the authorities.
What do I do first? So I had to sit there, get down in there, turn off the water. But it's so easy to turn off the water, right? It's hard to turn off the water when you get hit with water. Like that. Yeah. When you are getting drowned with water.
When the splashing's hitting your face. Everybody got a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Brother, this shit hit me in my face, so I can't open my eyes. So I got to do that, and I'm just getting belted with water. I finally turn it off, and then I get to lean back, breathe heavily, because water's just all in my face, mouth, and nose. I'm like, I look out, just water everywhere.
Of course.
So then I gotta spend the next hour just trying to clean all this up,
losing all the paper towels,
and make sure there's no water damage.
Mop out. Yeah, because that water damage will fuck your shit up. Embarrassing.
So we had to fight for that, and then I got a new toilet. Still got the bidet, of course.
Of course.
And it's weird when you get something new and you're like, this is nicer than my last one, but I never wanted to think like that.
Right. It's nicer than the last one, but now I'm sitting different.
Yeah.
It's a little different if the handle's different. Like, you know, when it comes to particular functions, we like it to work one way, but you're building neuroplasticity. That's what you're doing. You're building new pathways in the brain. You can persevere.
Yes, I did persevere. Didn't have a toilet for 36 hours though. That's a humbling.
That's a tough one. That's where your libraries. That's where having a gym membership. That's where these things come in handy.
Planet Fitness saw a lot of me.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Hey, what's up? What's going on? I just want to take a tour real quick. Where's the bathroom?
Oh, no, I got the card. You know, I got the national joint, so I don't work out there too much. I got the gym in my building. But them 2 days, I was like, all right.
Yep, show up with a book.
Yep. Portable bidet in tow. Getting it.
Show up with hard bottoms on.
Yep.
To the gym. Sir, you know you can't work out in those? Don't worry, I'm getting everything done that I need.
I'm doing the workout I need to do. I won't be on the floor. Don't worry about it.
Don't you even worry.
But Darryl Charles, hot takes.
Yeah. Look, the rubber has to meet the road.
Yeah.
You know?
Always.
And as I am on this new journey of self, I am coming to realize how the rubber is meeting the road. Turns out, when you stand on stage and you tell the crowd that you're for the streets, no matter how tongue-in-cheek you may say it,
that's not
no matter how joking you are, there is power in words. And many times, the people who listen to you will believe what you say. And they might even approach you afterward to say, hello, sir.
What's good?
I've heard
about you.
That you're for these streets.
I've heard you talking. I, too. And that's the thing that you have to remember when you do these things, because you're at an age where there are other people around the same age range who have had similar lived experiences.
Right. Like that's what makes the comedy palatable, is the fact that I'm speaking from a lived experience that matches others. And so when I point out the inconsistencies, the foibles, the weird thoughts, I'm doing it purely from an artistic standpoint. I'm just here to joke. I'm not even telling the full truth of my life because I'm allowed to have some kind of privacy.
Yes.
And also, well, I probably wouldn't make the joke if I wasn't somewhat healed from it, but I'm also on my journey of healing, and I'm making fun of it as a way to cope, as a way to process it, and then hopefully, you know, make $1.
And you know what they hear? Mouth and dick.
Let's fucking go.
They hear cock. Like, I'm so sorry. That's what they hear, Big Brother. No, we can't. I mean, again, because especially with the shows that we do, which actually do lean more like women. Like we have a lot of women come out to the shows. Thank you so much.
I really wouldn't have it any
other way. We prefer it.
Just objectively. Homogeneity is not good for live performances.
No, it's not.
When you get too much of a particular demographic, doesn't matter the demographic, but if you get too much, they start policing themselves and each other to the point where it leads to less laughter and less engagement, because they're looking around to see if it's okay with their community to enjoy what's being said. When you're in a mixed group, then it's like, oh, it's more about me. I can laugh at what I want, which then people have a communal experience. But yeah, we do pull out the ladies, and I will always pull out of the ladies. You know what I mean? Hey, man.
Well, if they ask you nice enough, you will find yourself.
No.
I know. Listen.
The kid.
Many a strong man have said what you have said.
Yeah,
I too have been proven to be a liar.
There are two types of people: those who have pooped on themselves in public, and those who have yet to. It's that kind of thing. He likes to say that it's that kind of thing when it comes to the leaving it in.
Yeah,
but
they talk to you nice.
I don't need that kind of pressure.
Give you a cup
unless I see a receipt for some kind of preemptive thing.
Yeah. Well, there's always a conversation before.
Oh, there's definitely conversation. But people talk.
Yes, they do talk.
And then they come back and you find out that they lied.
And people do change their minds.
and people change their minds. Some people just outright lie.
Yeah, they do. They look in your whole face and lie.
So, trust but verify.
At all times.
Yeah, at all times.
But now you finding out that, they take you serious. The streets
is out here, and it's very just a little discombobulating sometimes, because I'll be in post-show mode. I'll be like, oh, hey, buy a CD. Thank you so much. Oh, let's take some pictures. And they'll be like, yeah, I'm trying to take some pictures.
I'd like some pictures of you. We can take some pictures right now.
I think we take some pictures together, but we can also take some pictures together.
I live right around the corner if you want to take some. If you want to have what type of wine do you like?
Huh?
I got red. I got white. I got whatever you need. And next thing you know, you try to build a following.
Yeah,
and this person's trying to build a library of material.
Yeah, I'm like, there's a QR code that points you straight to my Instagram, and you would they're like, no, I'm trying to get them that number.
Yeah, I need that number
because I'm trying to get them inches. What?
Yeah. But you spoke it into the universe.
I grow as a person. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, be patient. If you have approached me in the past and I seemed a little off-put by what you said, that's a me thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was not a you thing. And if you don't ever want to, believe me, no harm, no foul. But if you like, try again.
You see the growth with the grays out.
Shut up.
Outside. There's growth there. So he's coming, he's making peace with himself. I'm very proud of you. Oh, man. Fun times. Okay, my hot take. Rich people, I need you to stop doing stuff that you don't need to be doing. I'm tired of hearing about y'all in the news, and then I hear about your little controversy that you have in the news, and the news tells me what the situation is, and I'm like, well, why the fuck are they doing that? I don't know why you motherfuckers who are obscenely rich, I don't know why you driving.
No.
Stop driving. Stop driving immediately. You don't need to drive no more. You're obscenely wealthy. Get you a driver. They'll drive you anywhere.
And stay sober, because it has to do with their paycheck.
So why the fuck in big 2026 Tiger Woods
out here flipping cars like he is doing it for family?
She's not coming back, big bruv. That white European lady left because you was out here fucking all the porn stars. You made a choice.
Recovery happens in waves. Sometimes you're doing real good, and then you turn around, a song plays, you smell a scent, you have a dish that you remember fondly for the wrong reasons. Sometimes fucking Google Photos decides that they've had enough of your happiness.
And they say, remember 13 years ago? Remember?
Do you remember?
Do you remember right now? Remember how happy you looked? Remember how you thought it was going to be forever? It's not going to be forever.
Look at all those selfies.
And then next
you
thing,
piece of shit.
And then next thing you know,
you outside.
You drinking Moscow mules and shit. I'm tired of someone take the keys out of that little Kablazian's hand. Get him a scooter. Get him something manageable.
Yeah, put him on a bike. Get him an Uber One.
Right? He don't need to be driving no more. Why are you driving? He really
don't.
You're rich. If I was rich, I'm sorry, big bruvs. I'm not driving.
Throw somebody $80K.
Yeah, a year.
And just put him on retainer. And just be like, yo, when I need a ride, you it.
And guess what? Guess what you've just done? You helped another person in their family. Huh? You're a leader of people. What the fuck is... So, yeah, some of y'all do dumb shit. You don't need cars. I don't know why y'all grocery shop. The ones who do grocery shop, you just not rich enough. I understand. It's a show-to-show situation. I also work in entertainment. The money's kind of weird. But
also it's fun. Like, I mean, there's a fun to it. It's being out amongst the people.
Yes.
It's knowing the prices.
Yeah.
Remember, when they ask politicians how much is a gallon of milk? Like, if you don't know overall what the price of a gallon of milk is, and it's not because I don't drink milk. Like, if you just have no idea, then that speaks to not having a part of the modern experience. They
don't need to know how much gas costs. They don't need to know what a catalytic converter is. They don't need to know. If you rich, I don't want you to know how to drive stick shift. You don't need to do that. You don't need to know.
I mean, if you have a closed track somewhere and you just want to fuck around,
they don't need to know nothing about that goddamn car because y'all don't conduct yourself properly when you're not driving. You motherfuckers have severe addictions. You are impaired constantly, and you on Ozempic, and you taking peptides. I don't need you driving no more. It's not safe for nobody, because then you just be hitting regular motherfuckers who can't defend themselves. Stop driving.
There is something about the stress of this crash. I can't afford this crash.
Yeah.
That keeps people out of crashes.
Come on.
There's something about that. Yeah, there is something to it.
You've grown years old. You can't even Uber like an adult. When I'm back home in Ohio, bro, and I know I'm about to be outside, no, I'll pay the Uber. I'll pay it. It's a no. Oh, I can't believe you would pay that much, brother.
Look, I'm not in full control of my faculties, and I don't want to.
I don't want to be. I don't want to thug it out no more. That's not
what we're doing now.
That's not a cool story to me no more.
Should have never done it.
Yeah, should have never. And got obscenely lucky the times you did it. And
God. I yelled at a cop.
He did. I don't know how that. Well, I know why he didn't shoot you because he was drunk.
Because he was drunk. We realized it at the same time. We looked each other in the eye. You ran that stop sign. I ran that stop sign. Yes, you fucking did. No, I fucking didn't. Hey, yo, fuck you. Yo, fuck you.
Yeah.
And then as soon as that last fuck you came out, I was like,
oh,
I'm dead. And then I looked at him in his eyes. He was like, I'm too drunk for this.
Yep.
And then we both said, have a good night.
I was like,
all right, man. All right. Yeah, my bad. You know what? I'm sorry. Yeah, let me
get your ass home. Yep. You got real sober then. And you did that as a poor. I don't need the rich.
Thursday night, Raven Lounge. Statute of limitations is over.
Yeah.
You can't even find that place no more.
No, you cannot. They did.
The facade is over.
It's over, baby. So yeah, rich people don't stop trying to be normal. You guys are weird, and you chose that for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Congratulations. You've graduated beyond driving your own vehicles.
Love that for you.
Yeah.
So stop.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods, stop. Okay? If you want
Justin Timberlake, stop.
Stop. Huh? You want to fuck the OF models? Fuck the OF models. Have fun.
Put them in a car.
And then send them on their way. But you don't drive. But you don't drive.
No.
You never drive. You're not meant for driving no more. Okay?
The only driver you need to worry about is one of them clubs.
Yeah. Because you're not a real person.
Well, I mean...
No, they're not a real person no more.
You have like 80 video games with your face on it.
Stop it.
You're done.
Stop driving, bro.
You're done. Stop
if
trying
I ever
to be...
see LeBron James in the driver's side of a car, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Fuck that.
Yeah.
You don't even ride, bitch.
Yeah.
You sit in the back.
In the back.
Like a king.
Huh? Okay, King James.
I don't drive. That's what that means.
Perfect. We fixed it.
That's what that means.
We fixed it.
All right.
All right.
Well, we're getting into the meat.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy to tell you
that
today's subject is the bidet.
Show us the way.
Yeah.
Show us the way.
I've researched a number of factoids about the bidet, and so we'll have a conversation about the bidet. We can end with, our experiences with this lovely piece of plumbing technology. Did you know that the bidet actually predates the toilet?
I did know that, actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like a century or two before modern, not modern, but like indoor plumbing.
Yeah.
The bidet was a thing. Because here's the thing about indoor plumbing. When people say indoor plumbing, they don't mean indoor water.
Yeah.
That was a thing that even the fucking like Aztecs and Mesopotamians are fabled to have been able to figure out how to pump water into a home. The issue is removing doo-doo.
Yes.
Because you have to be very careful about how you put waste.
Because it is waste.
Because it is full of bacteria.
That can lead to diseases.
That can lead to disease and infection.
Yes.
So when you talk about indoor plumbing, they're talking about effectively removing waste materials safely and without spills. Because if you got pipes in your walls and one of those pipes is moving poop, and then there's a crack in it, and now you got poop in your walls, guess what loves poop?
Yeah.
Small insects, mold. Like, there is nutritional value in that stuff without getting all human centipede about it. And that the things that will feed on it will destroy your home.
Yes.
And
potentially your civilization.
Right.
The plague happened in Europe. It didn't happen other places that...
These whites.
Your culture is a culture of dirtiness. Epigenetically, it is inside you.
But it is. No one knows who invented the bidet.
Okay.
But they do believe it was French. Again, I was on the white man's internet, so I'm probably wrong in the research that I've done.
I'd throw that to the Middle Easterners.
I would probably say it was the Middle Easterners.
Or like Middle Eastern or the continent of Africa.
Another thing I learned is that at least what I've done my research on is that particular Muslim countries, it is like legally mandated that you must have a bidet.
Yes.
There are a lot of customs around how one excretes waste and what one must do after it is done in order to be right with the Lord.
Yeah.
And it's something you can understand historically because, those kinds of diseases, the kinds of diseases you can get by being around waste too much, could have been deadly before the advent of microbiology, before we understood antibiotics.
Yes.
Those sorts of things. It could kill a lot of people. You could spread disease very easily. So a bidet is a French term for a now extinct miniature horse.
Oh.
That was
wow.
Yeah, it was named after that because the original bidets, you might have seen them if you know some rich people. It's that like not really a toilet looking thing. And you would have to straddle it.
Yes.
So the thing that I didn't know is like you're supposed to face the wall.
Oh, wow.
When you use those bidets. That's why those knobs in there are there. They're supposed to be in front of you so you can turn it on. The original idea was this. It would be like a water fountain and maybe some water would be spurting on you.
Yeah.
But essentially it was like a little wash basin that you would just sit your junk on the front of so you could splash it and clean it up.
Yeah.
And it was meant for like post pooping, but also before any kind of genital manipulation by a person.
So before fucking.
Yes.
Before fucking and sucking. See,
again,
there was an understanding.
Yeah, that it was better fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially back then.
Especially
ain't no ball deodorant, ain't no nothing. Just a long day of
wipe. Nothing like that.
Nothing like that. Just sweat. At least let the water touch it.
Yeah, dog. No air conditioning.
Yeah,
dog. It's just hot all the time.
And we fully clothed out here in the funk,
wearing corsets and kettle skirts.
Yeah,
and mini whatevers. We're making fake asses because we've brought the Hottentots around.
I get it.
It's musty.
We passionate right now. Give me 5 minutes. Let me just
just get a little horse bath.
Yeah, and I'll be good.
But they also would bathe children in them. Like,
Okay.
it was for that kind of stuff. So it was like a mini basin, and you would just wash yourself.
Yeah.
Very much this thing. And that was the original bidet.
Okay.
And it was very popular in Europe, some parts of Europe, the Middle East, Asia.
I was about to say, I wonder what Asia had going on, because I know they had something.
They did, but the Asians really come into play in the 80s, where they start adding the technology,
the heated seats,
the heated seats.
They
and
started
stuff.
the brother,
and they started doing, and then the modern bidet. So like I don't want to look it up, but so it started. So anyway, go back to the 1700s, or 1800s. 17th century, 1800s.
Yeah.
The bidet was originally in the bedroom.
Huh.
It wasn't in the bathroom.
It wasn't even in the toilet.
It wasn't in the bathroom.
Because
it was in the bedroom, because everybody was using chamber pots.
Yes.
You were peeing and pooping in pots.
Yeah.
And then you would throw it out the window, hence the plague, or you would have your servant do that, right, to pick it up and dispose of it. But after you were done using the pot, you would then use the bidet to wash it off.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you empty that basin,
right,
but probably into another pot.
Yes.
Right? So originally, they started out in the bedroom, and then we get plumbing. We're able to take the wastewater away.
Yeah.
Then it moves into the bathroom. And that's where you'll find where there's a toilet and a bidet in the bathroom, because it's just another basin. Then, we move on. People start developing plastics and stuff, and we get what we would now consider the bidet, which is more of a modern bidet, which is an attachment that either replaces your seat if you want to get fancy, or it sits under your seat.
Yes.
And uses the same water that the toilet uses. And a lot of people think that this is like kind of weird or whatever. And we will talk about this in a future episode. But it's the same water that comes out of your sink.
So yeah, it's not. That's the hard thing to really explain to people, because they're like, "Where's the water come from?" I'm like, "It's your sink water." It's.
There's one pipe of water going into your home.
Yeah.
And one pipe where it's coming out. There are a bunch of different, branches and stuff, so that all the places can get the stuff. But it all comes from one place, and it all leaves from one place, because it makes it easier and efficient to like turn it off when there's a flood.
But since we are in such a homophobic country, and a country that also just doesn't understand basic plumbing,
it's sex negativity.
Yes,
Like the idea that like cleaning your genitals for genital use makes the entire process dirty. So that's, I think, part of the reason why Americans are so late to the game.
Also, you don't want to be called gay. Like,
well,
whatever.
all of that calling people gay and being worried about like, oh my God, it's toilet water touching my butt.
Yeah, it's all
that
sex
all
negative.
has to do with sex negativity.
Yeah.
Because it's just another side note. Sex is about stimulating nerve endings to send fun signals to the brain, which lead to an increased output of serotonin and dopamine that lead to a physiological response called the arousal response.
Yes.
That leads to a point in the brain where it sends signals down to your genitals that it's time to
I'm coming.
Do its big one.
I'm coming.
There are a lot of nerve endings.
Yes.
In the anus.
Yep.
In the rectum. A lot. And those nerve endings are there to let you know when you have to go, and to alarm you when you have to go. When you have to poop and you're getting home and your butthole connects to the Wi-Fi and it starts to happen.
Yep.
All of those nerve endings, they're telling you, hey,
it's time.
It's happening. All of that panic can also be pleasure.
Yes.
If it's not a poop situation and you are clean and full of yourself and confident, and you got somebody back there just giving it a little, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hey, I like that was a very poetic, scientific, caring way to talk about anal stimulation.
The only time anal stimulation is gay is if you are being gay while the anal stimulation is happening.
It's happening.
I don't see how this is hard for anybody to get. But again, a lot of the people who don't get it, I ain't fucking them no way.
And not only you're not fucking them, you're not going to CPAC. So you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to CPAC where they be hanging out at and then creating.
I ain't trying to make $15,000. Do you know how much shitty butthole they must go through,
bro? So much, because they're not taking care of it.
Yeah, no.
So they got to thug. Like, you have to be a goddamn professional. Like,
you got to show up with the wipes.
Smex worker to be like, hey, don't worry about it. I don't even feel nothing about this.
Yuck. Anyway.
I don't even come. This is for you.
So then we move the bidet into the bathroom. Then we end up with what we now know as a modern bidet.
Yeah.
It's like a 15-minute process,
yes.
essentially, to
Very
install
easy
it.
to install.
You take the toilet seat off. You put the bidet down. You put the toilet seat on. You shut the water off to the toilet. You flush the toilet. right? So that there's as little water as possible in this whole installation thing. You take off there's a pipe coming out of the wall usually that screws into the toilet. You unscrew that. There's a T valve, so like the water comes in one way and it goes out two ways. You attach the bidet and the toilet to the thing, and boom, you turn the water back on. You're cooking with gas.
Yep, and now your whole life has been bettered.
And so the idea of a bidet is to wash off the area. With enough pressure, you could probably get water in the butt. We'll talk about how that's maybe not the best idea later. Shout out to the person who left a YouTube comment.
Yes.
Yeah. But you wash off the bits, and then you use the paper or bamboo cloth to wipe away the water. You see, that's
this man is so disrespectful.
That is this way, right? And you end up using less water. Not only do you end up using less paper to wipe off the water versus trying to get rid of poop.
Yeah.
But the amount of water that you use has been considered to be less than the amount of water it takes to make the toilet paper. You see how we fix it upstream. We can fix it upstream. So you end up using less water. You end up using less toilet paper, which also uses less water.
Yeah.
Not to say that like individual effort is going to stop the way that corporations are destroying the planet.
No.
But every little bit counts. And you are more accountable to yourself than any corporation or government will be to you until we burn them all down.
Yes.
But not the point. Okay.
Yeah.
So then we get into why bidets may not be the best thing. Here are some of the problems with bidets.
Yes.
One, garbage in, garbage out. If you don't have a clean water system,
yes,
you shouldn't be trying to put that water in or around your butthole. Here's the thing about...
So if you're in Flint, Michigan, not for you.
It's going to be... It's like doing Hot Ones.
Yeah.
Except it's fucking iron particles.
Yeah.
And shards of glass.
Yeah.
Because of the Nestle Corporation.
Yes. Who?
It cannot be... If you talk about Flint, you must bring up the Nestle Corporation because of what they did.
And then you can tie
obvious collusion. And then a married couple.
Yes.
Anyway,
and you can tie it back to Ronald Reagan, and that you can really, it charts perfectly actually.
It's what he did.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just read a thing from the National Institutes of Health about why people shouldn't use bidets because of possible cross-contamination.
Yes.
This really only matters in hospitals.
Yeah. That's why you don't have bidets in hospitals.
In hospitals.
Because I used to work in a hospital, and I was like, why don't they have bidets here? And it's like the cross-contamination. Some people have disease. Like, it's already so hard to properly clean a public bathroom or even a bathroom that a patient is using from an environmental services perspective, that you can't have any remnants of particles in there, especially
that could be there.
Yes.
And so, and if you have a bidet at home, you should clean it.
Yep.
They do have a lot of self-cleaning bidets. When they say self-cleaning, they just mean that the water that would shoot in onto you shoots down the pipe. Right? Like, so it's trying to clean itself off. That doesn't mean it's not scrubbing it. It's not, and I don't know what kind of splatter cannon you're working with, but hey, shit happens.
Yes.
Right.
Often.
When you're dealing with the butthole, shit happens. But the cross-contamination of E. coli, but also, medically resistant infections. So this happens a lot in hospitals because they use such strong cleaning solvents. Like Lysol kills 99.9% of germs. That 0.1%.
It's the T1000, baby.
That
motherfucker.
That motherfucker's been it's doomsday.
Yeah, literally.
Every time you kill it, it comes back stronger. That 0.1%, you end up with these staph infections, these things that will defeat most of our antibiotics. And then we have to use like even harsher ones that if it beats that, then you're talking to King Kong, dog. Like, and then you have to keep that person away because if they infect somebody else.
There was that MRSA shit for a while. It was like MRSA would get you. I remember one time I had an infection and they gave me a whole bunch of biotics because they were like, you in a hospital. Well, we're giving you these antibiotics. The opportunity for you to get MRSA has just gone up astronomically
because we're weakening your immune system.
And I was like, what happens if I get it? It's like, and the antibiotics don't work. Hey,
big dog.
Hey, 26 years. It's pretty good.
I see you inside the bubble, my guy.
See you inside there, okay? Riverside Methodist, they'll take care of you. You may never you may lose both your legs, but we're going to see about it.
So, yeah. So, and another thing is, if you already have booty problems.
Yeah.
If you have anal incontinence.
Yeah.
There's another one. Oh, it's like PI, I think is what it is. But like, and it has to do with like just not being able to poop effectively. Yeah. Sometimes over cleaning of the butt can destabilize the microbiome in your body. So if you have some of these fecal problems with incontinence, which just means you can't hold it, or anything, and you are using a bidet, it's recommended that doctors say, well, why don't you stop using it for a while and see how your symptoms are. If they improve, then maybe you need to stop using a bidet or use it less.
Yes.
Because, sometimes it gets good to you.
Yep.
And you be douching
just
as opposed to cleaning it off.
Yeah, for the love of the game.
And sometimes you want to get, it depends on what you plan on doing with that booty.
Mm-hmm.
If you just walking around, spritz, dab, you chilling.
Yep.
If you try and get into some business,
if you one of them,
sometimes you turn it on max. You know what I mean?
If you one of them people who likes to eat Caesar salads, almost exclusive. Yeah, I know you living out here. Yeah. I know that you prep for other things, huh?
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Sometimes you can use it for prep. Again, the issue, as our lovely YouTube, hopefully subscriber, said, when you drink water, you have a whole digestive tract that is going to inundate that water with caustic acids and things that are going to neutralize anything that could be in there. If you bypass the mouth by shooting it into the butthole, and mind you, most of the water that we get out of the food is extracted in the large intestine, which is the last part before the colon. The colon is just the last 3 feet of or last foot and a half, something like that. It's the last few bits of the large intestine, but that's where we extract the most water out of our food. So, that's why college kids were dying, because they were boofing fucking wine.
Yes.
They were just shoving wine up their asses and then dying of alcohol poisoning, because it goes straight to the bloodstream from there. So be careful. But, I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, what about Ronald Reagan?
You said you're here for a good time, not a long time. You know why? I was like, yeah, Ronald Reagan.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So If I die from the use of a bidet, I will have completed the circle. You understand? Like, my whole life will have been and be like, oh, this dude, clean butt.
Yep, the entire time.
It's what we did to him.
Yeah. He was trying to do the best for himself. Society did not want to do best for him and other people like him.
Yeah. And I don't remember the first time I used a bidet.
I do.
I think I was there.
Yeah,
not in the bathroom.
No, it wasn't. It was a situation. We were at a friend's house.
Yeah.
And I was bidet resistant, not because I didn't believe in its usefulness. I didn't want to know that version of myself.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't want to know.
You didn't want to tickle.
And again, I was.
What if I like this?
Well, I was.
Then you like it.
Yeah. Then I tried it, and I was like, "This is amazing."
It's not the feeling. No. It's the feeling afterwards.
Yeah. To me, I'm just like, oh, I'm clean. Like, that's what it is for me.
It's when you walk out the bathroom like you just took a shower.
Yeah.
Even though what you did was knock one down.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't knock one down. I don't think you knocked one down when you used it.
No.
It's just like, hey, there's a bidet in there. I implore you to take it for a test drive.
Yeah. I walked out clean. It's like, yeah, motherfucker's not going to talk to me on any type of way.
Stop looking at me like you did when I walked in there, because it's different now.
And I don't think you one of them type people who be doing what I be doing.
You a dirty booty motherfucker looking me in the face.
And so to raise your voice at me is kind of crazy.
The fuck?
I should fire on you for real. Or be like...
Except I'm more civilized.
I'm a better person now.
Because my booty's squeaky clean.
So I see things in a different way. I've been to the Alps. Okay? This is a level of sophistication that you know nothing about yet. So for me to even engage in...
Physically. My body has bitten into a York peppermint patty and nothing will ever be the same.
What would you do for a Klondike bar? I'll tell you what I'd do.
I eat whatever I want now.
Exactly.
You know why?
Good. Yeah, because it's...
Because when I'm finished, it's over.
I'm West African. Let me I'll take that soup. Whereas before it'd be like, I have to eat that over the course of day, at home over the course of day. Nah, big dog, I'll eat the whole thing right now with
I know I'm going home
with all them spices in. I'm going home. I'll be all right.
I've done a number of like hot ones challenges with friends, and nowadays I'd be like, "What kind of bathroom you got? What are we doing? What are we really doing?"
Because if it's just regular, that's not a healthy situation.
I don't think I need that kind of stress. In
my
life.
I don't need to do that to myself. I would be disrespectful to my body, and I'd be disrespecting you. And since I am a bidet user now, I'm elevated. I'm heightened. I understand and empathize more with my fellow man. Why would I put your situation through that? That's very inappropriate.
I'm not too good to stay at your place if you don't have a bidet.
I've done it, yeah.
But know that if I have stayed at your place and you don't have a bidet, I really appreciate our friendship.
Yep. You actually mean a lot to me.
You mean a lot.
You mean so much to me.
There was no other option.
Yeah.
But either way, just know.
I think you're great.
It's all love.
I really think you're great. And I think you're actually a great person.
You're a great person because you got me over here wiping like a troglodyte. And I'm not holding it against you.
That's a choice you made. This is your personal space. I'm thankful that you feel comfortable with me being in your space.
Thank you.
But I'm just saying.
That's why I would only say this here, not to your face. Because when I look at you, that's what's in my head.
In my head. I try to separate that.
That's what I'm thinking about. Dirty booty all the goddamn time. Wow.
Really? Wow. Well, you're such a beautiful person.
You know? It really doesn't show.
Yeah.
It doesn't show.
I would have never have guessed.
But anyway.
Yeah, that's the bidet?
Yeah, that's the bidet. And I should say the 80s, that's when the Asians hit the market, and that's when you start getting to the fancy ones with the blow dryers and the heated seats and all that stuff. Again, not quite, because they are packaged with a bidet. Yeah. It becomes a part of the bidet story. The issue with that is when you start integrating electronics, like a remote, when you start integrating electronics, then you have to start worrying about electricity.
Yes.
And now we are mixing water and electricity, which I don't know if you know this historically, bad times.
They the Bloods and the Crips. They don't really be kicking it over there like that with each other.
And so what you'll notice in most bathrooms is that any outlet that is in there is a GFCI, that's ground fault. It'll cut off. There's like a little circuit breaker in the plug that will cut off in case there's any water. And if you ever want to sell your house, your plug will be above the sink. Like your plug will be above the highest water delivery mechanism in the place, so that any flooding has to go higher than the spout to even come close to tripping the thing. And so when it comes to building a room to take in a bidet that has technology, then you have to worry about where to plug it in. Yeah. And it can become a bit of an issue unless, you got all the money in the world to just, build an electric circuit and put it in the wall or whatever. If you have the know-how, I could probably do it. You just need to cut off the main supply and then run some wire. But you also have to learn how to cut in the drywall and all the other shit.
This is when the engineer starts to cook. You hear that?
Sorry. Or the former homeowner actually starts to cook because, these are just things you got to do. But
I see you in Camden.
But so that's when you get into that, and I don't have a lot of experience with the electronic bidets. To me, I'm good, but some of them have like activated charcoal filters to try to remove smells. They have noises that it'll play a tune to play over the biological noises that will happen. Fans to help dry you so that you don't even have to wipe really if you don't want to. I still would want to get something back there. One good one in there. But
I've dated two women who have bidets with all the bells and whistles. It's very entertaining.
Sure.
It kind of makes the process a little too long, especially the first. I'm like, well, actually, no. I
think my time on the toilet has been extended because of bidets.
Yeah, totally. Same. Yeah. But it's like it's entertaining more than anything else. And again, both of these women, they were in their man-eater stage, so I think it was like, hey, I'm clean, you can get clean and get the fuck out of my domicile. So while I can appreciate it, it's not a necessary thing. If you want to be very, very entertaining and luxurious because you work very hard for your money while
you want
money
a little
still
spot.
matters.
You want a little mini spot in the house. Yeah.
Boom, then it's perfect for that. Hey. But otherwise, you just get a regular bidet. Mine does have the feminine option. That's very important.
That's the other part. Yeah. I mean, but as the bidet was used to wash off genitals, they're now, and this is just where capitalism rears its ugly goddamn head, where they're like, oh, well, if we add the ability to make the nozzle move, or maybe even a second nozzle that's pointed at the front, we can charge them more.
Yeah.
But yeah, the idea of using them to help wash any particular periods of time where you may need more irrigation on your genitals, has been commodified as a part of it. But that's another way I try to sell people with vaginas on bidets, is that you can irrigate it pretty much at will, which they quickly realize is a better way to be.
Yeah, fact.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, goddamn, Darryl Charles, where can the people find you?
You can find me at darrylcomedy.com. There, I have a live calendar where you can see where I'll be. There's also a form there to write me a message. Please do so. I've gotten things and been contacted through there, and I appreciate everybody who does it. And you can listen to my album, Black Gentrifier, anywhere you can stream audio. Setoiyo.
Hey, guys. You guys, please stream my comedy album, The Foreigner, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, all them places. Follow me on the social medias at Setoiyo1, Setoiyo numero uno. That'll be on TikTok. That'll be on Instagram. That'll be on Twitter. That'll be on Threads. That'll be on Blue Sky. I am, in fact, everywhere. And we are the goddamn Knockout Nerds.
Knockout.